Hey guys, Rick Stone here from the blog Our Stoney Acres and the online gardening school. Welcome to 5 Minute Fridays, my video series where I try and give you a valuable gardening tip in 5 minutes or less. Before we get started this week, please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, or if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you like my Stoney Acres Facebook page. Okay, this week we're out in the garage and we're here in front of my seed starter, okay? And we're going to talk a little bit about lettuce, and we're going to talk about starting lettuce indoors and why you might want to do that. Now, I get a lot of criticism for this sometimes because, honestly, lettuce does really well when you just plant it out in the garden. So it grows really well, it germinates well, and it gets going. But there are times when you might want to start some lettuce indoors. And so we're going to talk about those reasons, okay? So reason number one is if you want some early lettuce, okay? So it's the middle of January right now, and as soon as I finish up this video, I'm actually going to be planting some of my earliest lettuce. And middle of January is when I start. And the reason why is because I want to put that out on my cold frame. Now, conditions outside right now, we've got a storm coming in. We're just about 30 degrees. At night, we're down into the teens. A week ago, we were down to 5 degrees. And so the soil in my cold frame right now is not ready for germinating seeds, okay? It's just too cold right now to germinate any seeds. So if I were to plant right now in the middle of January, those seeds would just sit there probably until middle of February, maybe even the first part of March before they actually germinated and started growing. So if I instead use this time where my seed starter's not being used for anything else right now to get some lettuce starts going, I'll have a 6-week head start. So by the first part of March, conditions in the cold frame will be perfect for lettuce. It'll just be the right temperature. And if I have some starts that are ready to go out in the cold frame the first part of March, I'll have just a huge head start on my lettuce. So instead of it just germinating on March 1st, it'll actually be good solid plants that will start off, and I'll be eating by the 1st of April, we'll be eating lettuce. So that's one reason why you might want to start lettuce indoors. The second reason is space, okay? So this fall is a good example of this. We like to grow lettuce in the fall. Fall is a really good time to grow lettuce, but the best time to plant fall lettuce in our area is about 6 to 8 weeks before your first frost, which for us, that lands us right on August 1st. Well, August 1st, my garden is packed full of other stuff. I've got tomatoes and cucumbers and melons sprawling all over the place, and I don't have room to put lettuce seeds in on August 1st. I just don't have the space. And so I start lettuce indoors again the first part of August, and then those seedlings are ready to go out anytime between about the 15th of September to about the 1st of October, and that's the perfect timing. And by then, I've cleaned out a lot of the hot weather crops, and I have more space. So space might be the second reason why you want to plant lettuce indoors. Now, reason number 3 is finished product, okay? So sometimes when I plant lettuce outside, this is what it looks like, okay? It's kind of just a jumbled mess. It's going to taste fantastic. It's going to be just fine. There's nothing wrong with that lettuce other than it's just all packed in. And that's because I'm too lazy to get out there and thin, and I plant too thickly, and yeah. So there are times, though, when I really want a nice finished product. And that might be like, for example, sometimes we'll plant lettuce as decorative plants in our flower beds so that we have some edibles along with our flowers. Other times I might just want like a nice looking butterhead lettuce head, or maybe a romaine or something like that. And so if you plant those lettuce plants indoors, you're only going to be having one plant in each of your individual pots, whatever it is that you're growing it in. And so you end up with a much prettier looking finished product, if that makes sense. So that might be the other reason why you might want to plant lettuce indoors. So I'm not crazy. I do every year. I plant, lots of lettuce, dozens of plants indoors. I also plant a lot outdoors as well, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up as to why you might want to plant lettuce indoors. And especially that finished product thing, it really does look a lot nicer if you grow some indoors and then transplant it out to the garden later. All right, So if you would like to learn more about growing seeds and having a seed starter and growing your own seedlings, I would recommend that you take a look at my seed starting course, which is on the Online Gardening School. There's a link down below. Because you've watched this video, you can get the course for half off. And that link will take you through. It's a 2.5-hour course that'll give you all the breakdown on how you can grow your own garden seedlings. So take a look at that. All right, that's all I have for this week. Everybody have a fantastic week. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and happy gardening.